Hello YouTube, Chester Boyer, and welcome to day 8 of my PRIMEmas special. And today I take a look at a third-party upgrade kit from DNA Design, and this is the DK-61 Prime Vector upgrade kit. So this features a couple of parts that can become that's compatible with the official Legacy United Vector Prime figure. So of course we got this nice art going on here. Kind of gives you a sneak peek of the parts that are inside it, which of course, on the back, it shows you all the contents that's in this box. So you got new shoulder pads, new forearm guards, new feet, new leg armor for the sides and the front, C-clamp, these little C-clamps for the sword storage, or the sheath, and the swords and the wings for the back. So let's get these out of the box and take a look. So here's everything you get out of the box. So here, let's take a look at these two by themselves. So we're doing groups of two. So here are here's the shoulder armor. Got some nice gold paint on there. Got some red paint on there. Got some nice metallic blue paint on top. So very neat. Here are the forearm guards. Again, nicely detailed. So here are the feet. So, got some thrusters on the bottom, and of course, now the gun parts and the little gun pits are removable. That is for putting this together. So, I'm trying to attach it, which we'll show off later when we get to the robot mode. Here's the leg guards. These are for the sides of the legs. So, again, nice. And here are the shin guards. So, there you go. And the two C-clamps, and this comes with two. One's for the robot mode, and the second one is for the vehicle mode, so which you'll see that later. Of course, here are the wings, which we'll show off one of them. Of course, here's what they look like opened up. So there you go. Again, nice detail. So there you go. And here are the swords that comes with. You know, the Riesling. So you got one solid sword and you got one clear sword. Actually, I think I don't know if this is clear plastic. I'm just holding next to a window, but let me see if because it does shine. Light does shine through here, so this must be like a sort of translucent plastic. But yeah. Now the thing about these blades here, that they're actually interchangeable. So if you remove this and remove this, you kind of do this. You can do it like this way if you wish. If you want to replicate the sword that came with Vector Prime, which is this. So if you want to, you can do that. But for me, I just prefer to make it look like this. So yeah. That's all the parts shown. Let's bring in Vector Prime in its robot mode. Alright, so let's go and start upgrading this guy, starting from robot mode. So first thing I'm going to start with is removing the wings. That's it. That's all you have to do. Nothing else. Just remove the wings. So we're going to start off with is the feet. We're going to bomb the top. So we're going to go and remove the front part, the toe parts, I should say. And of course, these will simply peg underneath the feet. So get this on there and slide this in front like that. And do the same on the other. And that's it for the feet. All right, next up is the leg armor. So you can take these unused joint pieces, and this is where these come into play. So you simply just wedge these in there and fold them in, and then we'll snap into place. Same onto the other side. Just like that. Just like that. Okay, just like that. That's the side of the legs. Now, of course, here are the shin guards here. Now, on the instructions, it does tell you to make sure you have glue handy. But if you don't have to use glue to attach these, but if you want to, you have to rely on friction to make them stay in place. So yeah, you have to use friction for these to attach. So So just pull this up and then push them in, and there you go. That's it for the leg armor. All right, next up are the shoulders and forearms. So we're going to start with the shoulders here. So basically make sure the peg is... Now you'll see what the pegs are for once we get to the vehicle mode. So make sure the pegs are facing back. So, and these will basically slide underneath like this. So just make sure you line them up like that, and then push them in, and they will snap into place there. And do the same on the other side. So pull this down. So push this down, and then slide them in like that. And then the forearm guards, they simply just peg onto the side. Nothing else. So there you go. Just like that. All right, next up are the wings. So make sure you peg them in like this. Just make sure you wedge it in there and fold this in. Fold this back like that. We'll do the same on the other side. So pick this in like that and fold this in and push this back. And there you go. Now we're going to give him the sword. Oh, one more thing. Remember the seat clamps, those seat clips I showed you? One of them just goes onto the back of that little slot right there. So just peg that in. And then you can actually store one of the two swords. They just simply just store like that. And here's Vector Prime all upgraded. And I gotta say, this looks a whole lot better than the vanilla look, the original look. Again, I love the armor. I love the big shoulder pieces, the shoulder armor, the legs. The leg armor looks wonderful. And oh my god, the wings they look so much better. I mean, look at this. So again, beautiful. Just beautiful. Not perfect, but beautiful. So yeah. Again, I do appreciate the the feet looking like its original Cybertron look. Again, love that. And of course, there's no changes to his chest piece unless you want to plug in the cyber key. So if you want to, but yeah. And honestly, it actually changed his height quite a little bit. So comparing it, here he's next to Megatronus, which I've looked at a few days ago, and and this actually makes Vector Prime like a leader class size than a Voyager next to this upgrade kit. So yeah, like honestly, makes you really wish Hasbro would do. Make him do a leader class instead of a Voyager. But again, opinion, which is an opinion. So yeah. So yeah, let's put Megatron's aside. And yeah. Now we're gonna take a look at is vehicle mode. Which yes, you can't put all the armor onto his vehicle mode. But there's actually one exception. Now actually, I should have said a couple of exceptions. But so for starters, you have to make sure you slide off the shoulder pads and put those to the side because they will be stored in vehicle mode. And the feet you have to remove them. The leg armor can stay, and the forearm guards can stay as well. And you have to remove the C clamp. That's it. The wings can stay on. So that's that. Now this is not going to change any of the transformation with these armor pieces removed. These guys, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut to his vehicle, transform into vehicle mode, and then we'll show how to reattach these armor pieces that I've removed. So, yeah, someone give me a second. All right, so here is Vector Prime in vehicle mode with all the upgrade parts. Now, if you want to see the transformation from vehicle mode to raw mode, then refer to my recent review, which is the Vector Prime Legacy United figure, or the other way around, I should say. But so here is Vector Prime, not all the parts of it, but here's what it looks like with the leg armor, the wings, which again honestly look a whole lot better than the original one, the original ones I should say. And here are the forearm guards on the model. Of course, here's the leg armor, and yeah. Now, if you want to get this thing to stand like upright, you can actually turn the forearm guards in like this, and then actually make sure you flip up the original shoulder armor in there like that. So pull this up and then swing this around and then pull these back up. They would kind of sit, well, not really flat, but kind of an angle. So yeah. All right. So Now for the feet that I just shown off earlier, which are these ones, which yes, there's actually a slot where you could put on these clips here. So which store in there, and this is where you store the swords. So they simply just plug onto the side like this. So on that side, and then plug this one on the other side. So just like that. And the shoulder armor, there are these holes here, which is where you would normally put. Okay, this just came off. Again, like I said, the leg armor only relies on friction. If you chose not to glue these, so yeah. Anyway, so the shoulder armor actually plugs underneath these holes right here. So, and the instructions do tell you to plug them in like this. So, actually, let's just flip this down and plug this in. Actually, make sure you push it down there and rotate this up. Same on the other side. Push that down, and then fold these back down. Which, oh, by the way, no, originally the wings would plug into this peg right there, but thanks to this leg armor piece that goes over it, there's a peg here that actually goes where this thing can go on top of. So that, I guess it's to make it a little more streamlined or cleaner. I guess I don't know, but yeah. So there you go. So that is that. Now the sword. Now the way how the swords work. Originally, I thought you were supposed to put them like in front like this, like just slide them into the shoulder armor like this. So that way the shoulder armor actually holds the sword in place, like the blade part of it. But the problem is when you fold it down, when you fly this down, the blades slide out because of the weight of the guard. So what you can actually do is just put them in backwards. So you just slide them in like this. I'm trying to wedge it through here. Whoops, missed a mark there, but there we go. And you can do the same with the other sword here. So, all right, here we go, just like that, and there you go. All right. This thing does not like. Okay, this was unplugged there. Okay. Huh. Okay, so I got that little thing fixed, that sword fixed in there. So now, if you fly it back like this, they won't fall. Again, because of the friction. So yeah, but don't try and shake it because otherwise they'll fly out. They'll fly off of Vector Prime. So yeah. So there you go. That is Vector Prime all complete with the upgrade parts. Again, looks very, very cool, especially with the big, huge wings. And I love it. I love this. And it also gives them extra firepower too. Okay, so there you go. That's something. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the upgrade kit. Oh, one more thing I forgot to point out. All right, cool. Is just that this upgrade kit actually comes with a little gold piece that fills in this gap. This little gold piece because this thing doesn't plug into anything when you put it into the chest. So yeah, I forgot to point out, like, there's a little gold piece that fills in this little gap, so it looks less ugly. So I forgot to point that out. So overall, the DK-61 upgrade kit from DNA Design is highly recommended if you want to upgrade your Legacy United Vector Prime look, if you own that figure, and of course, or I don't want to say this in the future, a potential reissue of that said figure. And if you want to if you want to make them look cooler. I mean, like I said, it does fix the whole missing part issue that the Legacy United release had. I know I'm not the only one who actually got that issue before, but thanks to this upgrade kit, this actually makes them look a whole lot better. And like I said before, this makes it become like a leader class, almost a leader class size, which I already showed the size comparison between this and Megatronus. So yeah, I love the swords. I love the detailing on the wings, the shoulder armor, the forearm guards, the leg armor, and the foot and the feet armor. This is good. This is beautiful. And I do like the fact that you can actually swap the blades and the blades, which, or say the blades are interchangeable, like I was showing off like earlier in the video. So I like that too. So I got this kit from TF Source. So I think it was I don't know how much it cost, like $30, I think, pre-shipping. So yeah, now but where the DNA Design is making other upgrade kits, I should say they're making more upgrade kits for the 13 primes. Like I know they're making one for Prima, one for Megatronus, and yeah, I think it's pretty much all I can think of. But let me know in the comments if there's actually any more primes being announced. I mean, I know there's one for Megatronus and there's one for Prima coming up. So yeah. So that said, this concludes my review. This concludes day 7, or actually this is day 8, I think. Yeah, this is day 8 of Primus. And tomorrow for day 9, we're going to take a look at the Age of the Primes Deluxe Class Micronus Prime. So thanks for watching. Like what you saw, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell icon next to it. You can find my Twitter/X and like my Facebook page. Links in the description below. So with that, I'll catch you tomorrow.